The leek soup. It's one of these things you gotta have once in your life to see what it is. Leek. A lot of sand and grit got into the space in there, the nooks and crannies. It's easier to wash it this way than cutting everything and looking for every single chopped piece. What I'm gonna do is creamy leek soup. That's one of the best soup I ever tasted. I had it in this 5-star hotel restaurant in the New Year. Wow, it was good. It's served in cold. To make it easy for me, I'm gonna cut it into half. Cut it half moon. It looks like my way of cleaning worked well. I didn't see any impurity, any sand, dirt in there. Yay! Leek is way milder than garlic. Before I finish chopping the leek, I have roasted, meaning microwave, all this spice, black pepper, white pepper, saffron. Not many chances you gotta use saffron when you use some kind of cream or rich ingredient, which I seldom use. And then crushed chili. This is 1 minute before I add the saffron and the chili for 30 seconds. Then I put in the cumin. About 20 seconds. These are not the only spice I'm gonna put in. I understand there's a lot of spice. It's different from the other leek soup, the one I taste in a 5-star hotel. It's so creamy and velvety. I'm sure there are potatoes in there, although I didn't know. When we went shopping, we didn't go for it. I regret it deeply already. So I just have to do one without the potato version. I'm gonna grind these 4 together. It smells so good. So earthy and aromatic. I know of this soup lady. She started with all her soup with roasted spices. Although I find it become monotonous after a while. Seems like every soup is the same. For any soup that's rich, I plan to put something in to help with the digestion. That's the whole purpose of doing the spice. When you do spice, you have to be really careful. If you do a lot of lean cuisines like what I do, don't just refrain yourself from using too much, except those that you can get away with, like pepper, onion, garlic. Those you can put a lot, or chili powder based on how much you can handle heat. That's a scoop of spice. Of this much leek, I'm gonna save half of them. I seldom come across the time that leek is that cheap, $2 something a pound. There are some parts that are really old because we're gonna use the blender, so I'm gonna cook the old part and together with some tender part and save the medium part for the future use. I put it in the freezer. Wish you can smell it. So aromatic. Pot is hot. I have this Chinese almond that I powderized. This is from the apricot kernel. Totally optional, of course, because I didn't roast it in the microwave. This is like kind of way to do the roasting right now. Avocado oil. Very healthy fat. Still, I don't want to put in too much. Fat is fat. The heat is disappointing. Way far lower than I want it to be. Try flour stem. Flavor. 1 to 1.5 teaspoons fish sauce. My chicken patty, chicken pancake, whatever you call it, basically is chicken gone back and made good. Just lend some flavor. It has a lot of seasoning. Quite a lot for me. This bread I got it from Costco, from Italy. And I taste the other of their product like a tiramisu. Heavenly. Shanghai bok choy. You definitely don't need all these extra ingredients. Just a filler, a way to finish it. And I think it works well with the leek. I want some chicken stock. Some of my homemade stock. Homemade stock. Tastes pretty good. Up my chicken patty. That's landed a lot of flavor. It has all kind of stuff. Besides the chicken, you got mushroom, chive, and jalapeno. A lot of fruit in there. Dash of my sister sauce. 1/4 teaspoon. My little cookie size bread. It does help with digestion. Looks lots of fibers. Again, all of these you don't need to use. All you need is the leek, of course, chicken stock, any oil you prefer. If you go healthy, go with peanut oil, anything that is naturally extracted, and give it some milk. Okay, cream, please. And if you have heavy cream, go for it. Don't go too much, otherwise it's not considered healthy anymore. Evaporated milk, some cheese, ideally smooth cheese that is halfway between mozzarella and parmesan, the thickening, a sweet potato. Got the word potato right. It should work. The skin look funny, but it helps to tone it down. Feel like it just thicken. Oh, it's so good. Somehow I can help trying to put in some enoki mushroom. Okay, don't want to eat the bottom root. Fresh frozen garlic, almond butter, 1 tablespoon. This is way more portion than the butter. Yeah, we put in about 1 to 1.5 teaspoon of butter, a 1/4 cup of evaporating milk. Oh God, now time for the spice. Oh, too much. Let's try a little. This is pretty much pepper and chili pepper. And saffron. God, so good. I was originally thinking about putting some chicken peas in there, or by all means you can. Yeah, especially you don't have the chicken patty. It's so good. Love it, love it, love it. I have the worst chicken I've ever made. In a restaurant, one of the worst. But I make it so good. Yep, I'm chef Mabel. Let's sneak in some wheat germ. Wow, tastes insanely good. So much taste in there. You know what? I'm gonna add a little bit more. Soy sauce, a teaspoon. Normally, I will put in some sugar, but you got the sweet potato and an onion, and then the bread. They all got sugar in there. So you are skipping the sugar now. Even though it tastes good at this time, after you do the blender, things may taste different because it's a different texture, different exposure to the particles of the food. Just keep it at bay. It's not done yet until it is. Oh my God. It's a burst of umami taste. Insane. Your taste bud is tantalized, dancing around right now. Oh, the heat is from your throat all the way down. Which do I like the best? Oh, this is green. The 5-star one or mine? Well, it's apple and orange. I don't mind have 2 sips of the 5-star restaurant's soup, but I would have a boatload of these again and again and again. You feel very good after you're eating them. Your body reacts very well. Instead of wearing you down, the whole body benefit from it from top to bottom, not just a few minute pressure through your mouth and your throat, because they are pretty healthy and balanced, and you will never regret eating my food. It's not as starchy as the cold one I have. This version I think definitely better eating hot. By the way, I put in about half a teaspoon of caper in there, just because I have. And then I put in about 1 teaspoon of nutritional yeast. Why not? Help to digest too. Yeah, a lot of ingredients. I like a complexity taste. The soup after it got blended is very thick, so I put 1.5 cup more liquid that I washed the pan that I cooked the soup with into it. You can use yogurt. You can put an egg or a few to reach the silkiness. It's pretty silky. Many recipes call for thyme and sage or something. It makes sense if you have something heavy, but if you don't like what I have, I really don't put in too much fat in there. You'll be careful. It's just a little bit of herb goes to a long way. Go try it, experiment it. All you need is the leek, heavy cream, or you can replace that with almond milk, rice milk, enrich it with cheese. Almond butter is better match than the peanut butter, which is very strong, overpowering of the mild leek flavor. Cheers to the good life.